This is the card that we're going to make today. As you can see, it's quite a simple card, but it's quite effective. We've used stamps, dies, and on the inside we've created a back for the postbox so that you can see the front and the back of the image. Now we're going to start listing the supplies that we use. First of all, we have the white base card, and then we have glitter card, white vellum, red starry card, more white card, the same as the base card for the snow, and then we have some die cuts. The first one is a postbox from Heavy Doodle, which I've cut twice in order to have a back and a front. Then we have the lamppost, which I've cut once in black and then again the top part in gold and a bit of orange as for a flame. Then we have the Poinsettia from Tattered lace, which I've coloured and glittered, and a sentiment which I just printed out on pearlescent paper, and also the verse as well. And I cut another piece of the red card to make a border. Right, onto the card. The first thing we have to do is actually create the circle aperture on the front of the card, and this we do by using one of the nesting circle dies that I have from Hero Arts. To get my circle in the middle, it requires me measuring out the card and getting the halfway point for the fold, and then the half again to make the circle sit in the middle of the front of the card. So what we need to do is get the midpoint of the card, and I use a T-square ruler to do this. Now I need to draw very faint lines horizontally and vertically in order to know exactly where my centre would be, so that when I cut the aperture it's in the centre of the front of the card. Next I take my chosen die. Now my dies, I mark the centres so that when I'm doing something like this I line them up, and I use my mat to line up, and I mark with a permanent marker all 4 points of the circle so that you know that you have the lines horizontally and vertically matching. Now it's time to take the die to the card, making sure that the lines that you just made match up to the faint pencil lines that you have on your card, and this ensures that the aperture is in the middle of the front of your card. Now we need to line up our silver card and mark where our aperture is, and then we can use that pencil mark to line up the nesting circle die once more and get the circle matching to the front of the card. Now it's time to match the front to the silver, making sure that our apertures line up. There could be a slight difference and left to the right, maybe a millimetre or so, so make sure that you line up the circles. Now it's time to score our base card. I use my Hoogie board, and it's a nice fine stylus to mark at the 5.5 inch score line. Now I want to get a bone folder to make sure that our card has got a nice crease, and I use a Teflon bone folder, which is just worth every penny. Right, now we can attach our glitter card to our base card, making sure that it's the right way round. Now that that matches our sample card, we'll go on and create the snow. Take your next piece of white card, which you've already cut to 4.5 by 5.5. Tear a nice hillside line, just roughly, across the paper. And this you'll do twice, because we have 2 layers of snow on our card. Now this is entirely up to you how this looks. What I do is I just play around with it until I'm happy, and make sure to rub out any pencil marks or any marks that's on your white snow before you attach it to your card. I've settled in this layout for my snowy bank. Now we need to put glue on and then add glitter to give it a bit of sparkle. I recommend that you let this lie for quite a few hours to allow the glue to dry completely, because if you don't, you may actually spoil your card. Looking good so far. Time now to get all our lamppost all ready. We have the lamppost and the top of the lamppost, which I've cut out separately in gold and added some orange paper to the back, just to make it look as if it's glowing. This again, I'm using wet glue, because I want this all to stay together. Now it's time to add the red card to the back. And what I do is I put the red card in the back and then again draw a pencil line so that I can match up my circular die. And then just repeat what I've done before, bit of tape on, die cut it, and the circles should match. Now before adding our red card, we must put in our post box, and for this I put a thin bead of glue where the string is going to be above and below the circle, and then trim off the excess thread before I add the red card. Now before the red card, let's not forget the layer of vellum, which creates a window behind our post box. I'm marking in the stars on the vellum, and I use a Uniball Signal white pen, which is absolutely perfect, and I have many uses. It's definitely something to add to your stash. Now it's time to add the sentiment, and as the circle die, the same size was used for both the aperture and the sentiment, they should match up perfectly. So lay the sentiment over the window after you've applied glue, making sure that it's the right way up, and then we can close the card over and it'll be perfectly placed. Next stage is to add the red frame. Again, using the wet glue this time, we're going to place it round the circle, and this was used using 2 dies, one slightly bigger than the other, to create this border. Get a red card, making sure it's up the right way, using wet glue or any kind of glue. Add the red card, and that's the inside of our card finished. All we've left now to do is glue on our lamppost, our poinsettias, and our front banner sentiment in the top right hand corner, and then our card is finished. Now we have twins. Aren't they lovely? Here's what I used. The nesting circle dies, Stickles glitter glues, Uniball pen, Sheena Douglas lamppost die, Heavy Doodle stamp postbox and the die, and the Tattered lace poinsettia dies.